So let's talk about another track on this record. We'll talk about Graffiti Park. Graffiti Park is a very special song to probably the whole band. It really is a very catchy song, very passionate song, and it really showcases some really great talent from Richie Baby. You know, he really shines. I've told him, I've told the guys that Richie shines on this record. You know, we all try to put in our best performances, but Richie really shined, and he has an unbelievable solo in the song, which makes it very special. So altogether, this really encompasses such a great, passionate feeling, and just a lot of energy. It's fantastic. Hopefully you like it too.
Yeah, Graffiti Park. It has a doom verse and a speedy chorus that kind of contains two different choruses. So yeah, we definitely don't record the same song over and over again. Yeah, let just other bands do that job. So then there's that key solo. When we started writing the debut album 7 years ago, I remember Troy was still one of those guys who had problems with most bands that used keys at all. Now he told me that this keyboard solo is one of his favorite parts on the whole record. In the end, that could mean that the key solo is just that good.
It is.
Or that Troy's getting old. You decide. One of my faves on the album with a very special vibe. It starts kind of proggy and laid back, has two totally different pre-choruses or bridges or whatever you call it, and really some killer hook lines. The chorus is just amazing. The song structure itself is everything but typical, and you probably have to listen to it 2 to 3 times to really get into it.
191st Street. I told Ula that back when we first started writing this record, that I loved the title, I loved the street name. A little bit of background on the street in New York City. It's one of the longest stations, underground stations in the Northeast. It is creepy. It's dark, and it's dangerous. And it's all located in Harlem, New York. And I have to tell you, if you ever look up some of the visuals, the visual imagery surrounding that tunnel, it's pretty wild. 191st Street. So, one of the longest songs that Them has ever created. It's a 9-minute epic song. It's called The Crossing of Hellgate Bridge, and it actually is it's a real bridge that still exists today in New York City, and a lot of people died around the time that the bridge was first erected, and made it a great concept to be added to this latest album. The song is comprised of multiple parts. It's over 9 minutes, and we do have a nickname for it, 9 Minutes into Hell.
I remember that I had a chat with Marcus, and he wrote, I now send you 10 minutes of music. And I was like, oh, so it's 2 or even 3 songs? Yeah, no, it's actually 1. Well, why not? The birth of a monster. I think Troy still hates him since he had to write lyrics for 9.5 minutes with some tempo changes, a lot of parts, and even 2 different choruses. It's a monster.
And I didn't intentionally mean on this record to pump out the longest track in our history so far. I believe the longest track prior to the 9.5 minute epic that's on the newest record here, Fear City. Fear City, Fear City, Fear City. I believe the longest track previously was Punishment by Fire. Don't leave a comment to correct me. I will not read it. I probably will. I just will try my best not to care if I am wrong. Point is, maybe we'll get to crack a 10-minute job on the next record, should we do one, should KK live to fight another day, and maybe he'll end up, karate kicking grunge guys in the 90s as we move forward in the story. Probably not.
Yeah, the crossing of Hellgate Bridge. I curse out MJ. I curse him out because it's 9 minutes of hell to actually come up with something as epic as the music, because when you first listen to the music, without any lyrics, it could be almost like an instrumental. That's how intense and how epic sounding it is. So my task of writing a song over that was just it was so challenging to say the least. And when I went in to record the vocals for this monster, I threw down on the desk of our engineer who was recording me, Joe Sincata from Full Force Studios. He said, "What is this?" I said, "It's the lyrics for the song, because he follows it when he records me." And he said, "What is this, a book?" It's like a book? No, thanks to MJ, that's what we have.